Hey guys, PokéDan here. In Pokemon Sun and Moon, a feature that was beloved by many fans was removed from the games. That feature was of course Pokemon Gyms, and they were replaced with Island Trials. And as great as the new trial captains are, I personally just prefer gym leaders. Each Pokemon gym is ran by a different gym leader, and each gym leader uses a certain type of Pokemon they prefer to battle with. In this video, you guys join me to count down my top 10 favorite gym leaders in Pokemon. Remember guys, this is all in my opinion, so feel free to let me know who some of your favorite gym leaders are down in the comments. But with all that being said, let's get started. Kicking off this list is a gym leader from Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. I'm talking about Sharon. Sharon is the first gym leader you face in the Universe sequels, and although he isn't a tough gym leader to face, he has a lot of backstory and that's why I like him. Sharon was the rival of the player in Pokemon Black and White, and throughout the game's story he certainly showed that he had the potential to be a great trainer. So it was just amazing to see him become a gym leader in the Black and White sequels. Like I said, Sharon wasn't much of a tricky gym leader to defeat, and that's understandable since he's the first gym leader of the games, but due to his previous story, I just had to put him on this list. In at the number 9 spot on this list is Johto gym leader Chuck. Chuck is the gym leader of Cyanwood City and he likes to use fighting type Pokemon. When I was younger, Chuck was one of my favourite gym leaders because he just looked different from the rest. A lot of gym leaders just look similar to each other or just a little bit bland, but not Chuck. He just looks like a badass. I remember battling Chuck when I was younger and I remember him giving me a really tough battle, but after losing to him a few times, I finally beat him. Another reason why I like Chuck so much is because his gym has a really cool layout, and it just looks awesome. Chuck is a great gym leader, so I had to put him on this list. Up next on the list is a gym leader from the region of Hoenn. It's Norman. Now Norman is a pretty tough gym leader to defeat. His Pokemon, especially his Slaking, are really strong, and they can be pretty difficult to take down too. But that's something I like about Norman, that he puts up a strong fight. If I'm honest, I don't love Norman's gym. I get that it's based on the normal type, but it's just way too bland for me to like it. But the real reason why I like Norman is because in the Hoenn games, he's your father, and that's just, well, different. I like that this one detail makes Norman stand out, and in my opinion, it makes him a more likable character too. Norman is just a great gym leader in the games, and he certainly runs a strong gym too. So for that, he had to be on this list. Coming in at the number 7 spot on this list is the gym leader of Blackthorn City Gym, Claire. In my opinion, Claire is one of the best designed gym leaders. She looks really powerful and you can just tell that she's a strong trainer. Claire is the 8th gym leader in the Hoenn games, and being the final gym leader, you'd expect her to be strong in battle, and she definitely is. Claire has a really strong Pokemon team made up of dragon types, and before the fairy type existed, dragons were just overpowered as heck. So I like Claire because she's a strong trainer, and another reason why I like her as a gym leader is because she has a greatly designed gym. For a final gym, it certainly has a tough gym puzzle, and that's awesome. Claire is just a gym leader I really like, and I don't know anyone who dislikes Claire. In at the number 6 spot on this list is the Kalos gym leader Wulfric. Out of all of the Kalos gym leaders, I feel that Wulfric stands out the most. And being based on Father Christmas, fair to say Wulfric is a pretty loved character. I feel like a lot of Kalos gym leaders didn't stand out very much, but Wulfric is the gym leader that stands out the most, and the one that I'd say I like the most. Wulfric's gym is based in Snowbell City, and he likes to battle using Ice type Pokemon. A type that I really like because because some of my favourite Pokemon are Ice type. When it comes to battling Wulfric, his team wasn't too hard to take down, but at the same time, it wasn't that easy either. And I think that if I didn't use the EXP share, I would have struggled more with Wulfric. Wulfric is one gym leader that I just really like. Coming in at number 5 spot on this list is the Fire-type gym leader of Kanto, Blaine. Blaine is one of the only gym leaders I like, mostly because of the Pokemon anime. In the Pokemon anime, Ash had his gym battle against Blaine on a volcano. Ash used Charizard and Blaine used Magmar, and it was just such an awesome battle to watch. For me, this battle was one of the most iconic moments out of the Pokemon anime, and I remember Blaine being a really cool guy too. Don't get me wrong, just because I like Blaine from the anime doesn't mean I dislike him in the Pokemon games. In the games, he was actually a great gym leader. He didn't pose too much of a threat in battle for me, but I still enjoyed versing him. This Fire-type gym leader gave us the famous "you're going to need a burn heal" meme too. So I ask you this question: is there anything that isn't good about Blaine? He's just an amazing gym leader. Coming in at the number 4 spot on this list is the Sinnoh gym leader Gardenia. If you guys didn't know by now, Sinnoh was my starting region, so of course it's my favourite region too. And it's got lots of gym leaders that I love, and for sure Gardenia is one of them. When playing through Pokemon Platinum when I was younger, I remember I really liked Eterna Forest. I would just walk around there for fun and encounter wild Pokemon. After Eterna Forest was Eterna City, and the gym leader of this city was of course Gardenia. I remember that when I faced Gardenia in battle, I kept losing to her Rose Raid. It was such a strong Pokemon, and because of that, Gardenia gave me a tough gym battle. I also like Gardenia because of her minor but awesome appearance in the Pokemon anime. In the Pokemon anime, Gardenia was a grass type enthusiast, and Team Rocket's James even gave her his Cacnea to train. Gardenia is just so nostalgic for me, and she's a great gym leader too, and for that I had to put her on this list. Up next on this list is a gym leader who had a massive presence both in the Pokemon anime and the games. It's Iris. Let's begin with Iris from the Pokemon anime. Iris and her adorable Axew were two characters that were full of life who made for entertaining viewing of the black and white animated series. If I'm honest, Iris isn't the best Pokegirl in my opinion, but she isn't too bad. In the games, Iris was a gym leader, and in the Black and White sequels, she even became the champion of the Unova region. When I was younger, I had Pokemon Black, and Iris was the gym leader in Pokemon White. I remember I really wanted to battle against her, and when I did get Pokemon White, that happened. And she gave such a thrilling gym battle for me. Iris as a gym leader was amazing, and she had to be put on this list. So coming in at number 2 spot on this list is another Sinnoh gym leader, Candace. Like I said before, Sinnoh had some great and memorable gym leaders, and in my opinion, Candace is one of them. I remember when I played through Sinnoh and came across Candace's gym, I found it really hard to beat her gym's puzzle. But after quite some time, I managed to reach Candace and eventually earn my Icicle badge. What I like about Candace is her gym and where it's located. I love the fact that Snowpoint City is located in lots of snow, because snow is by far my favourite form of weather. I also previously mentioned how difficult Candace's gym puzzle was, but just because it was hard to overcome doesn't mean I disliked it at all. I actually found it pretty fun. Candace is just an awesome gym leader, but I don't like her enough to be at number 1, so let's see who took the number 1 spot. Coming in at the number 1 spot on this list, and my favourite gym leader is Crash Awake. Yes, I know, it's another Sinnoh gym leader, But hey, it's my list, so that means I'm allowed to be biased, right? Anyway, Crasher Wake. He's my favourite gym leader. Once again, I like Crasher Wake so much mostly because of nostalgia. When I was playing through Pokemon Platinum when I was younger, I really enjoyed working my way through Pastoria City Gym. And I also enjoyed taking on all the water type trainers and eventually the water type gym leader, Wake. Crasher Wake and his Pokemon team were really tough for me to take out, especially since I chose the fire starter Chimchar. But after quite some time, I managed to beat Wake. Wake for sure gave me one of the hardest battles in the Pokemon games from any gym leader, and for that, and because I love him, he had to be at the number 1 spot on this list. But anyway guys, that pretty much wraps things up for this video, so if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Also, be sure to let me know in the comment section who some of your favourite gym leaders are. But with all that being said, for now, I've been PokéDan, you've been amazing, and I'll see you guys next time.